questions that you guys can answer. So, if you want to bring the camera over here a little bit, like maybe see, I can be like over here and then you can show these two guys. Yeah. Okay, guys, everything's being filmed now. What did you guys learn most in this class? Yeah.
I learned the most about hair techniques.
Hair. What kinds of hair?
Let's say curly hair.
Curly hair. And how would you draw curly hair?
You would draw lines and then draw squiggles on them.
Right. What about you, Haley?
I learned mostly how to just draw bigger and more exaggerate things.
How were you drawing before you came to the class?
Small.
Very small on the page. But now, show Stan your big, beautiful picture right now you're working on. It's very big, very large. You know, it's using up a lot of the space of the page, which is good. And this is Karen.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you, whoever you are back there.
Yeah.
This is Stan.
Hi, Stan.
He's filming the class for the Arts Center.
Oh, great.
What was the thing you learned most in this class?
Oh, gee, I learned so much, but I think, I guess two things. Not to be afraid to try different things with your art and, experiment. And also, my art was, as Haley was saying, hers was small and she learned to draw bigger. Mine was too big, and I learned to condense it a little bit to make it much better.
Yeah. What's the caricature you're working on right now?
I'm working on Lucille Ball.
Oh, wow. Very, very nice.
Yeah, and I was very excited
That's
about
good.
it. Thanks, yeah. It's all due to Matt, really, because I did not have this refined ability before.
Yeah. Cool. What caricature are you working on right now, Jeremy?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. And how are you working on that right now? You have a reference?
Yes, I have this picture
You got that on the computer?
from Google Images.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, Nicolas Cage, he's a character. All right. Jeremy, what would you say in the class you struggled with the most?
Getting the face down.
Getting the face down? Like how exactly? Like finding the shapes?
Finding the shapes of the face.
Yeah. Cool. And was there anything in particular, like when you found out how to do the shapes of the face, how did you feel?
I felt better knowing that I could draw faces.
Yeah. Cool. All right. How about you, Haley? What do you think? I kind of know what you struggled with the most.
Drawing big.
Well, drawing big. I also know that there are
The
some
chin.
things. Yeah, the chin, specifically with the face. But show that picture to look at that chin. It's a wonderful chin. Wonderful chin. Very, very well defined. So you've come a long way with that. What about you, Karen? What do you think you struggled with the most in the class?
I think the placement of the features was really important for me to learn the proper placement, because I was almost there but not there. And once I learned that, I think it really made everything come together. And also, I tend to be, I think, too detailed sometimes, and you help me to be a little more free.
A little more broad.
Yes.
I would say that the whole idea of general to specific, and I think one of the problems that you had before going through this class was you went to the details a little bit before
Yes.
you went into the more broad things. So detail isn't a problem. You just have to have that structure underneath to have those details that go on. It's like trying to do a tapestry by doing the design of like an S first rather than making a whole huge thing.
Yes,
I mean,
right.
I don't know a whole lot about tapestry, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's general to specific.
The first thing I worried about was the details of the eyes, rather than the shape of the head or the neck or the hair, you know. So yes, you want me to get the broad picture and then go to the smaller details.
Yeah, you need to have that skull before you can put the eyeballs in.
Yeah.
So Jeremy, what are you gonna do after this class is over with these art forms and your sketchbooks and that wonderful set of art supplies?
I'm going to keep drawing caricatures and start drawing even more. Like I might start drawing some anatomy.
Oh, cool.
I might start drawing some full body caricatures.
Yeah. Like, are you gonna look at books for that? You're gonna go to the library?
Yeah, of course. I can go to the Robinson Library.
Cool. Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of great stuff, and you can find a lot of great stuff online too. All the, like the picture you found of Nicolas Cage. You know, you can find a lot of great anatomy drawings by, you know, Leonardo da Vinci and Raphael and a lot of these wonderful artists that you can learn more about. Just like we learned about Al Hirschfeld and Mort Drucker, who were the caricature artists.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Quick quiz. What is Al Hirschfeld's most prominent feature in terms of drawing? They're his caricatures.
His line work.
Yeah, his lines. You know, making sure that you know the most minimal amount of work, but the maximum amount of feeling. You know, like for example, he had his arms crossed like that, but then all he did, what happened? You didn't see the line for the arm, did you?
You just saw the hands.
You just saw the hand coming out of nowhere, just the fingers, but you felt the arm, right? You know, that was what his big thing was. So that's really cool. Continue drawing, continue doing caricature, continue. Are you going to try to mix different art forms together, like what you did with your Oprah
Yeah.
picture? He drew Oprah. This was wonderful. He did a great job of it. What kind of, do you have it with you? Your
Yeah,
Oprah?
it's in.
Cool. Show Stan. This is great.
That's good.
Yeah. What kind of art supplies did you use? Describe your process.
First, I colored it in oil pastels, and then I painted it over with paint, watercolor
Cool.
paint.
Cool. And I think you did you use some pencil in there too, or some marker?
Oh no, this is all paint.
Okay. Oh wait, I think you did do the outline in marker, like Sharpie thin
I
marker.
did it in a Sharpie pen.
Yeah. It looks really nice. Really nice. And I think it's dried very well too.
Let me see that. I love.
Yeah.
What do you think the hardest part was drawing it, or was it just easy overall?
Yeah. What do you think is was the most difficult part of that?
Trying not to paint too dark or too light.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to paint kind of a full straight coat for the first thing, and then wait until it dries before you can add anything more to it, because it gets so wet because it's watercolor, right? Yeah. Very cool. Very awesome job, Jeremy. What about you, Haley? What are you going to do after this class?
I'm just gonna draw as much as I can, like I always do.
Yes. Oh, wow. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Anything in particular you're thinking of drawing?
Nothing really. I'm just gonna see whatever I think of, whatever I see.
Cool. Yeah. Just be open to all the possibilities of things you can draw. And always look at the shapes, always look at how things are created, and find that structure before you can go on to the details. Very cool. What about you, Karen?
Well, I joined this class with the goal of adding this talent caricature drawing to my children's entertainment business. And I still intend to work towards that and find any classes I can get. But on top of that, I've kind of caught the whole bug now. So I'm searching things online, and I'm thinking of taking like a color class to teach me more about,
Color theory.
color
Yeah.
theory. And so anyway, yeah, it's really, my husband is amazed because he said, how did you didn't draw before you came here, and now you're drawing these things. So I
Yeah.
really, uncovered something in me that was kind of waiting to come out, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I've seen some of what you've done with your face painting, and it's just. I feel like you've learned that level of control. So when all you needed was this class to see how the shapes were put together and how kind of the process of how you do it, and you just really went to town with some of those. I mean, I show the Lucy picture again. I mean, I just absolutely love that. I love that picture. And I really adore all of the stuff you guys have learned in the class, and you guys have really been open to learning and open to trying out new ideas. And that's really what art is all about. The biggest thing about art is learning how to see the world around you, and that kind of vision can change with you as you grow. And so you kind of always need to keep up with your artistic ability. You don't want to keep it, sometimes it's not like just riding a bike. I try to draw every single day, and I always try to look at things differently than what I did before, And I think that's what makes art always fresh, always new. And in a lot of ways it's incredibly fun, because then you can go like, wow, I didn't think of that before. It completely changes up the whole idea of it. Let's try it and see how it looks.
Yeah.
And like with Jeremy, bringing in this great art supply set. I used to have one of those when I was his age, but I never tried what he did. He tried mixing his pastels with his watercolor. I thought, wow, that's such a cool idea. I never did that when I was his age, and I encouraged him to continue that. And I could tell, like he just lit up when he started seeing the results of that. And you're going to continue that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, when you find out how you do art, it's such a beautiful experience. And in so many of these art classes, you're going to need to know that even though the teacher, like me, is going to take what you know and rip it apart, know that then it's going to be built back up again on stronger foundation. And that's what any class is for anything, a math class, a science class. And it's that stronger foundation that then you can look at things with new eyes, that you can see the world anew. And you really come to appreciate it so much more in how everything you do. And that's why I feel like the arts really are an essential part of just the world in general, and in everyone's life, and you guys have just really soared in this class, and I'm just very happy to have you guys in my class. And I'm very happy that I've helped you guys in what little way I can.
I think you've been amazing and patient. Thank you. And taught us so much in such little time, really. And encouraged us to keep researching on our own, which was important.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have learned a lot about researching and a lot about these, going online and looking for pictures of these celebrities that you've been doing in the class. And that's, looking for references is one of the best ways that you can do art, especially if you're confined to the house, if you're not doing much. I'm not really going outside and playing. You can go look and find things that inspire you online, and completely turns you in a new direction to do some new artwork. And I think that's. What have you got there?
Well, today I was at the dentist and they had this magazine. I asked if I could copy it, but this is the cover of the New Yorker, and it's Obama with his medical thing on because of his new medical plan. But I thought it was the coolest caricature.
Oh my
So
goodness.
different.
That is. Check that out. That's a caricature that Karen found. Yeah, exactly. And see, in caricature and in art, there's so many different things that you can do with that ability, with that, understanding of shape and of color and of line and proportion. And, that's a cover of a magazine. That's a cover of a magazine with Obama on that.
Yeah.
But it's that artist's interpretation, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful picture.
Yeah.
So it really is very open-ended to what you guys can do. I remember speaking with you, Haley, about you really enjoy doing beads. You like making beads, and that's a 3D art. But that still involves a lot of planning and a lot of, figuring out, okay, how am I going to style this bead? And you use Sculpey and other things to kind of cook that plastic to make it hard. And I think that's crazy. That's awesome. I don't find the time to do that sometimes, but I should. You guys, as much as I've taught you guys have really taught me a lot about just how to approach art in a new style. And that's why I love teaching. Because as much as I'm teaching you guys are teaching me through how you approach things. And you allow me to see new things. And that's what's the biggest thing about it, is that it's the mutual teaching between us. That's why I love teaching here, and that's why I love doing what I do in this center. So yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
Your enthusiasm is really, you can tell that you love art and you love the whole creative process. And your enthusiasm, I think, at your class is too, because you make it fun. It's not something that's a chore that you have to worry, it's something fun.
I will say though that I've never had to drink so much coffee to get ready for this class. So
I can stay up all night and not be tired.
Oh well.
You're pretty good.
Even 2 days in a row.
You can do that now, but when you get older, you will need caffeine or coffee or something to get you up in the morning. Maybe something good to eat for breakfast. But
I have sandwiches for PB&J for breakfast.
it's been the longest time since I've had a PB&J sandwich.
Oh.
That's a
okay.
crime.
I
I need some PB&J. What about you, Stan? You had a PB&J?
Yeah, I used to pack them for lunch, so
Oh man.
probably like a month ago.
Have you ever had them with honey?
Nah.
Peanut butter and honey?
Mm-mm.
That's pretty good too. It's a little sweet, but it's good.
Fluff though, marshmallow fluff.
Oh wow.
That's good.
Marshmallow fluff with peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and bananas. That's
Yeah.
what I eat a lot of.
Wow. Oh man. I feel so young in this class. I know that's stupid of me saying, considering I'm only about 22, 23, so. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys are doing a great job. I think that's the biggest characteristic of his nose, that
Haley, can I
it's
use
straight
your
down and
eraser?
then
Sure.
And we need to make the nose little thin, the nose line right here, right there.
yeah.
This is all I got, but it should work. It leaves like one marks.
Don't you always hate when you're sharpening a pencil and the lead keeps breaking
Yeah,
as it's coming out?
yeah.
Sometimes the pencil is inwardly broken, and that's when you really can't use it. So that's why you have to toss it sometimes. But always try to make sure, at least sharpen it at least 3 or 4 times. If it still is breaking, then that's when it's kind of all through the pencil. The lead isn't quite as strong.
Is that better?
Oh, I just remembered there's no lead in this.
Show the camera.
What? Oh, show. Who did you draw, Jeremy?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forget what color skin I used for this. Like,
Light peach. I think that was it. Yeah, there's a light peach in there. I'm wondering where Karen is right now.
Probably doing a show or
this is light
something.
tan.
I don't know. She's been doing a summer school. No. Sunday school. That's it. At
I went to
church.
Sunday school. I went to Sunday school a few times.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's not Sunday school. It's Bible school.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. It just wouldn't be Sunday school because today isn't Sunday. Get it?